Good day, my koala crew. Welcome back to the Corner of Remnant. I'm joined by...
Me.
You.
Hi. My name is Emperial Dawn. Call me Dawn. And I'm a RWBY fan artist.
We're gonna nail this one day, I swear.
Well,
One
again,
day.
to be fair, we haven't done this in like a month, so don't judge me. Especially don't judge us. Especially don't judge me. Judge her. It's her stream.
Hey! Rude!
Never claimed I wasn't. I think I said that to you. I said the same thing to you when last time we met in Sydney. So just you gotta realize what you get with me, I guess.
Great start.
Great start. Always professional. Awesome. Look, it was a long night. It's an early morning. I've already spoken to Larissa for an hour, so
Yes.
So you guys know how I feel.
Hey! So hurtful today. So mean.
It's sad too because I was really nice before the stream, so I don't
You
know
were.
I don't know where this.
What happened?
I don't know. Me being entertaining is just apparently being a dick. Apparently. Like I said, a little bit tired. So long night, obviously with RTX now finally happening. Obviously, to anyone who is there, hope you're having a good time. Stay hydrated. What are all their things? Stay hydrated. Cosplays and consent. Don't throw moon balls. Those are about the three big things.
I wish I was there. I was seeing all the amazing cosplays and everything. I was like, oh, one day I'll get to RTX Austin. One day.
The sad thing is, it's $1,000 probably just by itself, but then you have to consider the 60% exchange rate that Australia has currently, and it's like, nah, I'm good.
And the flights are ridiculous.
Go mine some more gold. We need those exchange rates back to being, manageable.
Yes.
But yeah, to anyone who was there, anyone who is watching live now, anyone who is watching the VOD either on Twitch or on YouTube, we thank you all. Any and all.
Thank you.
Support is awesome. We will basically just be recapping RTX. We'll be talking about the soundtrack. This will probably be pretty chill. I imagine probably a pretty long stream. Lots to talk about at least.
Yes, we do have a lot to discuss, but
we'll see how it goes. But yeah, very, very chill, relaxed, just getting back into the... I'm not almost going to pull my headphones out. Just chill, relax, just going to... Okay, that's as far as it goes.
My chair doesn't go back. I can't lean back. Well, I can't really because I've got a bookcase behind me.
I actually broke the hydraulics of my chair
Oh no.
the other day. As much of a fat comment as that sounds like, I didn't break it. It just doesn't work anymore. I go to pull up and it's like just doesn't work. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. My last chair I had for like 3 years, never broke. So I don't know why. And this is the exact same chair. It's just black. The other one was blue. Representation.
Mine's purple. I love my chair. Anyway, Ruby, right?
Twitch. Hashtag Twitch. RWBY, which is red, white, black, yellow. I'm all over the place today. I apologize. RWBY. Spooky. Anyway.
Oh my god.
There's a lot to discuss. I don't know where we're going to start.
Yeah, so, well, I've got a sort of a list of things that were announced RTX at the RWBY panel.
For once, she's the one organised, not me.
I got notes at, which is, I know, a surprise. But I may have missed some things, but...
Not to say you're normally not prepared. I'm normally the one with all the notes.
Yes, Dawn's the one with the notes. Yes.
Not today. Hype level is high, but just a casual high. That sounds wrong.
That does sound wrong.
Anyway, let's keep going. I don't live in Colorado.
We're all over the place today. Hey, welcome back to the Corner of Remnant, where we're just a mess.
Like, you don't need to lie. I just won't shut up, apparently. Anyway, your notes. Go ahead.
Right. So I've got a list of things here that were discussed at the panel. So, well, some things which people were already sort of aware of, but were more officially announced. So we got the RWBY comic series with DC Comics, and the showing of some of the image as well, which looked really cool.
Yeah,
the artwork.
It all looks really cool. There was a Barbara revealed it was like an exclusive print that that was only being sold at RTX. It was just a Batman poster, but RWBY was in the background. But it was all done like the Iron Lee kind of art. It wasn't done by Iron Lee. It was all done that same kind of more RWBY-esque art style.
Yes. Yeah.
Was Batman with like RWBY like semblancing in the background. It was actually really cool. I don't know what will come of this. Obviously it's a good partnership. I think it goes down like Warner Brothers owns both DC and Rooster Teeth, I believe. So that's why the deal's a thing. So I'm not sure what this will entail to. I mean, obviously apart from like a comic series based around the world of Remnant. But you know, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what this actually means. You know, I doubt.
No, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good.
I doubt RWBY is going to start appearing in the DCEU.
No.
Yeah. No, it's a cool little thing. It's just a publishing deal kind of thing. Just like, hey, we'll call you DC Comics, so you know we can get more people into RWBY. And it's a cool opportunity. It's really cool. And Jake Venlock is getting it as well.
Yeah.
They're both getting the same treatment.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It sounds good. I'm very curious to see what this leads to, if anything else.
Yeah, I love the mangas, so I'm excited to see what the comic series will look like.
We have the anthologies, we have the manga, and now we have the comics. So
yeah.
Plus, we also have. We'll get into other stuff in a second.
About to get into that.
Well. Transition
into the world of RWBY. The official companion book.
Yeah, so this will. I'm assuming. I'm assuming this is going to be basically viewer's guide to Remnant.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to have full descriptions on characters, how the world works, how it's different. You know, just basically kind of describing everything that Miles and Kerry failed to describe in the first 3 volumes. That's their own words. That's not my words. You know.
I was hoping it would be something like it would be like a textbook that they had back at Beacon all about the history of Remnant. I was really hoping it would be something like that because that would have been really cool. But I'm excited for the companion books. It will probably confirm a lot of things that we assumed or didn't know or didn't have a lot of information on. And it'll just be a really cool thing. And it's by Viz Media, or being published by Viz Media as well. So
yeah, who have published RWBY stuff in the past, like the manga anthologies.
Yeah.
For example, I just realized there was something else we can talk about. I'm going to go find that out now.
Okay.
Go ahead. There's another thing I got to research.
Okay. The RWBY Before the Dawn book. So another book coming out. Yeah, Before the Dawn. Yeah. You duck.
They couldn't contact me about the volume, the episode 13 finale screenshots, even though I would have been perfect for that, obviously. You know, to draw those. So they can't come to me that. So they've made up with this.
Jeez. So we got the RWBY After the Fall book. Now we got Before the Dawn. So we're thinking it'd be like a prelude. It'd be maybe about the RWBY girls before they started at Beacon, or could be Teen Stark. It could even be prior to events prior to that. We don't know. Though I believe they didn't release any or mention any further information of what's actually in the book or what the plot of the book is. We'll probably find that out. I don't think they even had an image of the book either. So
yeah, I think it was just like a title, like here's just the
title
next thing. I think it might be the next series after the fall. I think it's like it might have anything to do with that book, but I think it's maybe
it's
by
the
the
next
same
thing
people.
planned. Yeah.
I believe. But sorry if you already mentioned that. So that's what I think it is. We can assume like there are a few assumptions there. Like a few people are assuming it's a Stark thing. Which would make sense, like After the Fall was a highlight on a team in Remnant, so it would make sense maybe to another one. It could be, I don't know, it's really interesting. Another book I'd like to see is like a book on Team Sun. I think would be a really cool addition, like we got for After the Fall. Neither of us, by the way, have read it yet. We playing.
Don't talk about anything in the book because we haven't read it yet.
We're talking about everything except for that. That's the one thing we aren't discussing yet.
Not yet.
Expect that in the next stream, whether that's.
We live on the other side of the planet. We haven't got the book yet.
Which is. I'm pretty sure it does have Amazon Prime now, does it not? Or does it not have that yet? I thought we did.
I had to buy it off the US website, so...
No, I did too, but I'm just not sure if we have that yet. It's like all this Twitch Prime ads. Like, well, that only... We don't have Twitch Prime, so we don't have Amazon Prime.
Yeah, they do.
So
they merged it. Yeah, I've signed up with it because of being with Twitch and stuff, so... Okay.
Don't forget to use your Twitch your free damn it, your free Twitch Prime sub on this because we're asking you to, so thank you. So Before the Dawn could be apart from myself. It could be about a lot of things.
Yes.
But I'm really curious to see because I've heard a lot of good things from before from after the fall, you know, getting more into characters and stuff. And she's just hidden the notes. Now I can't see the notes.
Sorry.
Off-screen, behind the scenes situations.
Sorry, I was just checking something. It's all good. Notes are back. So we had we talked about the book. Next thing, they showed some new merchandise out, though the pop figures that we've seen sort of hinted and seen a little bit of imagery about. So they had them
those
on
are
there.
Like the official Funko Pop ones, yes.
Yes, the Funko Pop ones. So they had them. They had a life-size Crescent Rose prop, which looked really cool.
Yeah. Which will be awesome, but just remember it'll probably be expensive.
Probably be super expensive, but
which is fine. It was like when they revealed like the like again, like, is this worth $250? Probably not, but at the same time, I don't care. I still
She's
bought
amazing. It's
I don't mind. Like, it'll be expensive, you know. Like RTX was really expensive this year, like the ticket sales and stuff.
Yeah, well,
Wasn't Rose, all this kind of stuff. So, you know, like, my point is, you know, don't be mad at RT because they made something expensive. You know, it's probably not in their control, and even if it is, they have to make money somehow.
It's a life-size Crescent Rose prop. It's going to be expensive.
It's an official prop.
It's an official one too. I'd rather spend the extra money and buy it from Rooster Teeth than buy a cheap one on eBay.
It's like the Young Aviator's like $50. It's like, I mean, it's a bit much, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you can buy actual aviators for like probably like $500. Like, you know, I don't know. Like,
it's a cosplay prop.
Yeah, it's cool, and it's glad it's an official thing, and glad it's something they're providing.
I'm really glad they're providing more cosplay props because
you want to go out and make your own or buy your own off, you know, some other website. But I mean, no one's stopping now. I mean, probably Rooster Teeth, probably not meant to, but I mean, that's always been weird. I don't know. I don't think you're meant to sell Rooster Teeth IPs, but it doesn't stop anyone from doing it. So I don't know.
Very,
I don't know.
Very
fuzzy.
It is very fuzzy.
I remember I got a lot of messages when I... Actually, no, I never... I think I... Anyway. Da-da-da-da-da.
So, they also had on there, they had what looked like a new Y plushie. They had maybe Blake's backpacks and T-shirts and other things. And also it looked like RWBY's rose emblem. Maybe it was a brooch or something. I had that there as well, so I'm not sure. Okay. But yeah, so that was cool. So... and some more cosplay hoodies. I noticed they were there too. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw like
a Norris jacket.
I think I saw like there was a crow thing. I thought I saw like a crow top or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was a bit hard to see from the photos taken.
They did also announce. I'm not too familiar with this, but they did announce a partnership. It's not written here, but it's not written on our notes here, but it's something that I remember seeing. With like How to Smile, or it's like a partnership with some company.
Oh yeah, I did see something about that.
And apparently they're the guys who make the how do you pronounce it? Netroids. Like the small but really high quality like chibi figures. Like you ever see? I think called Netroids or something. I don't know.
What the nanodroids?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love the nanodroids because they all look, they're so beautiful.
Apparently, RWBY does have a partnership with someone who makes those.
Ooh,
apparently,
excited.
I could be wrong.
Because I've seen some people who have made like versions of them and they look so super adorable and cute, and it's like I want them.
I always see like white ones, like Japanese like stands and stuff, and it's like in Japan and stuff, like people make them themselves. They
make themselves. It looks so cute and adorable, and it's like I just want them all add to my collection.
Basically, I remember going to Supernova and just seeing like just the stores with all of those kind of like actually like Netroids or whatever. Like they're just like that's all the figures are. Like that's just like those like the good Japanese figures. Like that's what they're called.
You got Pops and then you got these.
So apparently there's a partnership with something to do with that. Again, that's cool. My loose something I saw. It just wasn't mentioned on our list, so I thought I'd mention it.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, I did see something about Smile, but I didn't know what it was, so I didn't include it.
I think that's what it is.
That's what it was. Okay, cool. Awesome. We have the Knights Chronicle mobile game, which is having a RWBY crossover in it. So I don't know too much about this, but it's a mobile game. It's going to have RWBY characters in it, and they confirm the 4 RWBY girls plus Cinder.
Yes. And also this game has had similar crossovers with Full Metal Alchemist and was it Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
No, it was. I have it written here. Oh, and the company was Good Smile, because I pulled up my list here.
Oh, Good Smile.
RWBY and Good Smile.
Okay.
Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail? Yeah.
The game has collabed with before, so this isn't something like out of the realm for RWBY to be a part of.
Yep.
What the game actually is, I have no idea.
I don't know too much about it, no, so I had to have a look into it.
The artwork they were releasing for them was interesting.
Yeah.
RWBY's looked odd. But the rest of them all look pretty cool. Like Blake had like, Blake didn't have a coat on, and she had like yellow highlights in her artwork at least. That was interesting. But yeah, that was all cool.
Yeah. And then we had sort of also announcements that they've included some new writers as well on RWBY Volume 7. So you have Eddie Rivers, who's already worked with the RWBY team doing like RWBY Bible. And how do you sort of describe
Eddie
him?
was basically Eddie is the brand activist of Rooster Teeth in general. So it's his job to kind of like keep track of all this stuff. And along with a lot of other writers they had work on Volume 6, Eddie's job, from what he explained on RWBY Rewind, was that he was kind of like the consistency, continuity guy who was going back and making sure that everything they were writing going forward, made sense of stuff they've done in the past.
Yeah.
And Miles and Kerry have always kind of, they mentioned a few times here on this panel that they haven't retconned anything, they haven't changed anything throughout the years. It's just they didn't describe it well to begin with.
Yeah.
So they're trying to justify it now, which seems like retconning, but it's not intentional, like we're going to rewrite stuff. It's just kind of like we just didn't write it well in the first place. So it's good for them to own up to that, I think, as well.
So we've got Eddie Rivers on the team, and also I'm not sure if I pronounced her name right, but it's Kiersey Burkhart. Yeah.
And from our research, she's just a professional writer they've seemingly brought on to help with it, which
is great.
It's still good. Still a lot of Rooster Teeth and RWBY people in there, but getting a professional writer.
We have Miles and Kerry, Eddie, and now her. So yeah, I think a team of falls really good.
And considering they had their little writing party they had for Volume 6, which clearly helped it a lot.
Yeah.
That should be really interesting to cool. They did note that they've already written up to the finale. So all they've got to do now is the finale, and they already were showing off bits of episode 1 at the panel. So they seem to be really on head, and it's going to be even a further delay with no character short. It's all good signs going forward, especially for anyone who was very cautious after the whole Crunch controversy. They're seeming to be addressing that quite, I think, subtly, but I think correctly. Obviously, of course, wishing all the best for Ruby and all that other stuff, and I really hope that all goes well. It's seemingly on track very well so far. I remember Miles at they were at Full Sail University in Florida. They were doing like a keynote presentation there, and Miles was talking about how, you can be really well prepared, but sometimes things can happen. Sometimes someone can get sick, and then the whole crew gets sick for a week, and then it pushes things back. And I think it's the people that a lot of people don't always kind of think about.
Yeah.
They, think shit can happen.
Yeah, and, exactly. Real life things happening, so...
Yeah, like people need to go on vacation, like people need breaks, and
or something happening with their families, or
like shit happens and stuff like that happens. So and with that, they have announced the release date to be November. Kerry did then go on to mention the 2nd, but that is very loose, subject to change. It'll come out in November at the very least, but it depends how they're going with the volume, which is, I think, all good news. So I was personally predicting a January release. Yeah,
I thought it'll be later.
November 1 is, the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So, like, as long as that's what they can handle, then it's good. And it is confirmed to be 13 chapters.
Yes.
As well.
Yep.
So no 14 with like issues, but it's like definitely just
13.
13.
Yep. And no character trailers. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have anything yet on Genlocks. We don't know how the 3D animation department is being handled. We don't know what's happening with Genlocks, so we don't know how this is going to affect RWBY or not. For now, it all seemingly seems to be under track for now.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes. No character trailers, so they're just focusing solely on the volume. They also confirmed that the writers have almost finished writing the final chapter, so that's great. Don't know if they started on voice acting or animation yet, but it's likely that's already started.
Well, we have some of the voice actors. Some of the voice actors haven't confirmed they've already started recording.
Yeah.
And we did get snippets of episode 1 in the panel, apparently.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, we did. Yeah, I forgot about that. Derp. They did.
Yes,
they did show a little bit of
They have already gotten a good start on production.
Yep, so they have already started animating and stuff. Yes, so I forgot they showed a little snippet on, So the panel wasn't streamed either, so we've had to find out this all information after the fact.
We've kind of jury-rigged and kind of scoured this and kind of
so there may be some things that I've missed, but yeah, that was most of the news. Another thing I mentioned as well, so we've got, before RTX and everything, we've got confirmation of Crow's new voice actor. I've forgotten to write down his name, but you guys may already be aware of him.
Jason.
he's been in a lot of different animes and video games and all sorts of things.
He has a similar like resume as someone on Vic's level. I think he definitely has the same amount of experience. Maybe not as much notoriety, for good and bad.
May not be as known, but
but he has a plenty of experience. I know him personally from Dragon Ball Super. He voices Champa in that, so he's good. Again, I'm happy with this. I don't really care. Like, this is fine. I'm glad they're moving past this. They've gotten a voice actor. Awesome.
They made an announcement.
Sad it's not Troy Baker. I really kind of
I saw a lot of people mentioning Troy Baker and someone else, I can't remember their name. But I think he'll do really well. Like, I know him from, I watched Noragami years ago because I got the manga in a loot anime crate. So then I found out there was an anime for it, so I watched it, and he was the voice of the main character Yato in that. It wasn't until I was going through his Wikipedia. No,
I sent a message. I didn't expect it to pop up over my. Why am I? Okay, there you go. Well, that was
technical difficulties. You can mention that one.
That was an attempt at being subtle to add the note. Never mind.
Should have sent it to me on Twitter.
I was trying to be. Why is my webcam now? I feel like my webcam's not positioned right. Is it wrong on your end or is it just my end?
No, you look alright on the overlay.
Anyway,
well, we can move on to that. Amateur Arena, I think I saw it flick up on the screen for a second.
So Raven was recently added to Amateur Arena. So she's had a bit of like her bio in that one that kind of adds little details and stuff. It's not so much, but it's a cool little thing about like just her life has always been about, like from her perspective, her life has always been about choices. It's always been about one way or the other. Yeah. And you know, it's kind of become her like her like, as she says, her cage. Like, it's kind of like, you know, she always has to make two decisions. Neither one is ever right. And she just like it's like literally butterfly effect. And she just she makes one choice after another, and it just keeps moving her around, which has led her to the person she is today. And that, you know, and even she realized that might not be where she needed to end up, but that's just where she is. I love Raven. I've always loved Raven as a character. I do hope we get to see her again at some point. Yeah. Yeah, and this adds a little bit more.
Did it again. I'm closing that. Sorry.
A little bit, more to her, and yeah, so that was just a cool little thing they added on. That was before RTX, but I just thought
it was a couple of days ago.
Cool little detail if you want to go look it up yourself and read into it. Just a cool little thing. Yeah.
Yes. Next, then we have the have really exciting news, and that is, of course, the new outfits.
Finally, we finally get into
ta-da! Yes.
Yeah, so we got new outfits revealed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's starting to get hot in my room.
Is it?
A little bit.
It's warming up a little bit here, but it's still freezing.
Oh, yeah, when you live that far south, you know, I imagine that's what happens.
Well, it is winter here as well, so you know. Yes, so the new outfits. Actually, I'll get the image up on my phone as well, so I can describe it. So
I'll pull up here on my second monitor here. It's quite subtle, especially for some of the characters. But it's all really cool. It's kind of, again, like, it's just meant to be the more winter themed, more Atlas themed of their old attire. It's not meant to be something like not meant to be super drastic things. But,
yes.
I think
I'm really happy with them. Sort of, I said on Twitter, sort of my sort of first sort of thoughts looking at the new outfits as well. I think Blake's hair looks amazing. It's shorter now. It looks really good. Weiss's hair's all plaited. I love that.
Love that.
Yes, I think it looks really good. Yang's got both and Basilica, which is awesome. And RWBY's outfit, it looks similar at first glance, but when you sort of look into the more details of it, it has changed slightly. And I think it looks more grown up and a bit more. It's got a bit more of a sexier sort of feel to it too. So
I think all of them have definitely a bit more of a mature vibe.
Yeah, they definitely look more grown up and mature.
Yeah, they look grown up. It's the second time you keep saying RWBY's outfit is sexy. Well,
it is sexy. Just look at her leg.
I mean, sure, I guess. I don't know. You're not wrong. I mean, you're the one saying it, not me. So I'm glad that that's the situation.
And her hair, like, look at her hair.
No, I get. Yeah, she looks awesome. I definitely.
Yeah,
I
think she looks amazing.
Yes,
so some subtle changes there with Ruby's, though the rest of the girls' outfits are definitely changed a lot more. Blake's basically got a really big overhaul on her outfit. I really love, and you mentioned as well, it looks a bit of a throwback to her original outfit with the white.
Yeah, so it's like an inverted version of her original outfit, where it's black where it's white, white where it's black.
Yes.
Weiss's just looks like it's just hers, like a huntress, like just a huntress version of her current outfit, whereas like she had a formal version.
She's got belts instead of a ribbon, and
belts of ribbon.
Her jacket's more of a dark blue,
which I hope is reflected in the actual show. It hasn't been in the past, but it's cool because now underneath is white. I think more than so things top, so there should be a distinct difference. Hopefully, got that red undertone again.
Yeah, you can't see that on this image, but on the individual images they released for the characters, you can see she's got a bit of red on the undertone of her jacket as well.
I love the black gloves.
Yes.
Yeah, no, definitely love Weiss's design.
I like Yang's as well. I like it. You said it's got a bit of a safari feel to it.
Yeah, it's like a very like khaki cargo kind of safari vibe, which I quite like.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I love her emblems on a belt too.
Yes,
it's a gold version of her emblem. It looks beautiful. I like that.
Which actually, I just is very much like Ruby's, like again, the sisterly kind of thing. I love that.
Ruby's got the silver one on her belt, so it's on a belt rather than on a cloak.
Yeah, like that. Like turn your life to gold. Yang having the gold version of the thing. I like that.
Yeah,
obviously the jacket is the big distinctual difference here. Black leather jacket with like a white hood. Seemingly.
It's got like looks almost fur-like. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still got an orange ribbon there too. I'm not sure if that's around her neck or not, but she's got sort of like an orange ribbon there.
I didn't even notice that. She does seem to still have that. Awesome.
Yeah. And on the individual art of her, you can see, she's got an orange glove. On the individual art, you can see she's got the purple ribbon on her above her boots as well, or shoes.
And she has she has like Vernal, similar like pant legs. Which is awesome. I love the connection between those two characters. Yeah. Definitely a lot more. Being the was it Raven's wards? I think is their ship name. Yang and Raven. Yang and Vernal. Raven's wards. I love that.
Raven's wards.
So that's awesome. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about Blake's. That like it was similar back with Volume 4. I just want to see it in the engine and see actually how it looks.
I really like it. I really feel for any cosplayers that are going to be trying to make Blake's outfit.
It's a rough one. I think.
It's going to be difficult. I think Yang's as well. Weiss's was always a bit tricky with the...
I don't think Yang's would be that bad, actually. Yang's doesn't seem that bad.
There's a lot of bits to it. And Weiss's always had difficulty with the gradient sort of dye because her dress, and it looks the same. It's very light on top, and then it goes darker blue further down. But besides that...
That's actually... I think that was the opposite. I think in her Volume 4 it was opposite. It was dark and went to white.
Yeah, I know there was a gradient sort of to it. Yeah,
so it's inverted here, which I like. I like the inverted look of it.
But it shouldn't be too difficult. At least you got the blue, dark blue jacket now.
Weiss's especially, Iron always opens up to her interpretation of Weiss. Like, Weiss always looks the most different from her model to she does her actual in-show... the artwork compared to her in-show model. Yeah. So I imagine she'll look quite a bit different in the model. Ruby will look probably about the same. I like how she looks here very much. Yeah. Blake I want to see, and Yang I think will probably look about the same. Yeah. I should expect her to.
Yes. And it looks like they got rid of the sort of the tail, coat tail things on Yang's outfit as well. Unless she adds them, but it looks like they're gone.
Blake does. Blake still does have coattails on her one. You can't see it in this image. Yeah. But she does have it. Still. Yeah, she has the Zelda haircut, which I like for that reason.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. I love the hair on all of them. Well, Yang's hasn't really changed, but the rest of the hair is slightly different, and I think it looks good.
Yang wouldn't let a barber anywhere near her hair.
No.
Yeah, two of the interesting things you mentioned here, obviously, Yang has an Ember Celico other one, which I think, I don't know, I could see it as just being just an art thing, just a poster thing.
Maybe.
I could see something about like Yang, like when they meet Ironwood, like Yang being like, oh, like, you know, this is cool and all, but like, you know, weight's an issue, so can we actually add the Ember Celica to it so it actually has the similar weight thing? Because that was something I know some people have complained about that doesn't look right
Yeah, it looks
requires...
like she's missing something. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I get where people come from when they say it's a thing that bugs them. So I can imagine Ironwood adding that to her arm, which I hope we do get some more conversation between those two characters, considering, you know, her arm.
Yeah.
And stuff. And obviously Blake has the, again, with Shroud here, which I wouldn't read too much into.
Looks like she's spinning it around in her little... Yeah. Because she's holding onto the ribbon.
I don't know. I feel like, in theory, I would be very disappointed if she does just repair her weapon and it's that simple. I do hope she gets something new. Obviously, Monty even teased something back for Volume 3.
Yeah.
About Blake's weapon having some change eventually. So I do hope we get to see that. I do remember someone mentioned that in the episode they showed, my cat is meowing at the door.
I can hear that. Meow.
I'll get it in a second. Someone mentioned that in the trailer, or in the segment they showed, Blake went to pull out a weapon and it was still broken. Oh. And then she kind of put it back.
Yeah.
So she does, so she obviously hasn't been repaired at the time of the scene.
Interesting.
Okay, talk for a second.
Okay. I don't know really what else to say. But, yeah, no, I'm really excited. I'm not sure if this is the new official poster or not. But yeah, I'm really excited to see the new outfits. They've been teased for a while, so yeah. It'd be good to see them in the actual episodes in the volume, and hopefully they'll release the character concept designs for them too, especially for the cosplayers, so we can see all aspects of their outfits if we want to make them. I really hope I can have RWBY's Volume 7 outfit cosplay kitty cat cosplay done in time for RTX Sydney, so we'll see. Kitty cat!
He did a runner. He ran out the friggin' balcony door. You're not allowed in the balcony. Opened it to let some breeze in, and he just runs out there. Had to go chase him down.
I was just saying how I really hope I can get RWBY's Volume 7 outfit done in time for RTX Sydney.
If we get an RTX Sydney, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm thinking we will get an RTX Sydney. It's just, they haven't announced any dates or anything yet for it.
Yeah, I guess we're still going off the idea. Well, I'm still going off the idea that it'll be like RTX main every year, and then a second event will happen every other city.
Yeah.
So it's Sydney, London, Sydney, London, Sydney. Pardon me.
We'll see what happens, yes. But
yeah,
I hope so. But I do hope to make RWBY's Volume 7 outfit. For those who don't know, I have got her time skip outfit already done, so I can use Lisa base edit the corset for it and just have to remake the skirt and the top and other bits and accessories. Yeah. So
I like how it's RWBY's one also. I love the gloves. I didn't mention that.
Yeah. I love the gloves too. The fingerless gloves and the
Just I just love like the loose kind of sharp.
Yep.
End to it. I love the grey white. Reminds me of the Volume 2 outfit she had.
Yes.
A lot. It's a shame that it's kind of like.
She's got an arm across her chest, so you can't see how the top is sort of connecting at her throat and to a cape.
Yeah.
Above the corset, you can see it looks like maybe a little bit of I don't know, because you can't really see his. Instead of seeing her skin above the corset, it looks a bit greyed out. So I'm not sure whether she's got.
It looks like she's probably wearing like a bodysuit.
Yeah.
Like just like a like tights. Like she's wearing like a tight.
Not sure.
Tights kind of
it's interesting.
Yeah, like she has tights around her legs. She has like a tights top. I don't know what you call it. I'm not a girl.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you call it. But it looks like she has something like that on.
It looks almost like a mesh or stocking-like material at the top. So
yeah. Like a stocking top underneath it. Looks like Blake's probably like a thermal black undersuit.
Yeah.
Looks like something like that. Weiss is from Atlas, so all of her clothes are probably thermal just because they're Atlas. And Yang.
She just doesn't feel the cold.
And Yang just, one, she's hot. And two, she has a jacket, so she doesn't really care. So
yeah, exactly.
That'll
you can see, it looks like the top, you can't see Yang's top part of her top either, because she's got an arm in front of it, but you can see a bit of skin there, so I say it's probably open at the top.
Yeah. I mean, it's Yang. I mean, you know.
It looks like she's got an orange ribbon still there, so that's probably around her neck. And then, it's just open above her jacket. It'll be interesting if her top is like a t-shirt or sleeveless top. Hey, Nightwalker! How you doing? Welcome. We'll talk about the new outfits.
Yeah. I also like that Weiss's outfit was a like it seems like an allude almost to Snow White. It's got like the puffy shoulders, which is like in the Snow White original design, which is an awesome thing there. And like I said, it looks just more like a huntress. Like it's the same outfit, but just more like huntress oriented.
And she's still I forgot what it's called. Her little not crown, but the
Yeah, I
tiara,
don't know.
or whatever it's
Oh,
called.
okay.
Yeah, she's still got that in her hair, so I like
It looks
that.
different, but again, I imagine that's just artist
Yeah,
interpretation.
yeah, and I love her plaited hair. It looks really good.
I do like it's so Elsa, but it's just so awesome.
Yeah,
I love it so
is.
much.
It's lovely.
So we got like it's like got like Elsa hair, Zelda hair, Crow hair for Ruby. And Yang just doesn't like a barber being anywhere near her, so she has to keep the same hair. But I like that. It looks really cool. It looks different enough to be a new outfit. They look different enough to be like fully new outfits, but still similar enough to kind of keep it. Like, yeah, it's not nearly as drastic as volumes 3 to 4.
Yeah.
But it's still really cool. I feel like.
Really, really love them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Hentai Friday. Welcome.
That's the name.
That's the name. Why is she so gorgeous? Yes, she is. Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yes, and I saw a little video clip of everyone's reactions to when Blake's was revealed, and yeah, it looks like everyone sort of was really happy. It's like, she's got short hair.
I'm really curious. I'm really hoping, personally, I really want. I know it goes against her character, but I really want her to have the bow back for a little bit, just because she's an Atlas.
Maybe, or she
Just
might
like
cover it some other way. You know.
Oh yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, but I do hope there's something about that in there, because I don't know. I really like the bow. I understand why she doesn't wear it anymore. Like, it's good for her that she doesn't, but I'm still saying aesthetically.
It would have been cool if she had like an Assassin's Creed hood.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that could be possible. Like, it's hidden in the artwork. It could be a thing.
It could be a thing. But yeah, I don't know.
Looks really interesting.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yang's looks like it does look like a mix of a actual it does actually remind me, like the black sleeves does remind me of the Volume 2 outfit. Although like a lot of these outfits do look like a mix of all of them.
Yeah, they've still got their sort of their style to it. It's just more of an updated version. Yeah.
Again, Blake's we'll just have to see once you get the in, because obviously Blake with the different hair also looks very different.
It does, yeah.
I would say Blake has always been the character that has always evolved the most visually. Not necessarily in her design. Like obviously she had like volumes 1 to 3 Blake looks different from the Maya from the volumes 3 to 4 Blake. Her eyes change from volume 1 to volume 2. Then she loses the bow. Like she's always evolving her look.
Yeah, she always looks slightly different.
Always looks slightly different. Yeah. So
and now she's got short hair.
Yeah,
it's the big change.
Do next after this, because it's more than possible that we'll still get 3 more volumes before the story ends. So we still get to get another batch of character outfits.
We might get another set
not looking too much forward in the future, obviously. Obviously, RWBY has been slated at many different volumes throughout the years. I don't even know what it's going to be at this point. You know, I could see 2 volumes in Atlas, hopefully. You know, maybe go to Vacuo and then we finally wrap it up. But we'll see. It looks, regardless, in terms of
it could go any direction, really. We'll find out. Yeah. I think we'll definitely get to Vacuo at some point.
But all in all, I think the outfits all look really awesome.
No, I'm really, really happy with them. I think they look amazing. I'm hoping we get the character concept art for them at some point as well. And yeah, I'm not sure if this is the official poster or not either. I'm
not sure. I would probably for now say no, but
no, because it looks very different to the previous posters. Like you can see the one behind me, but yeah, we'll wait and see.
I'm also curious too. We haven't really mentioned. I'm curious if these changes are going to reflect Team Juniper at all.
Yeah, well, that's true. We don't know. I'm not sure if the fight scene that was shown at the panel included Juniper.
Yes, it did.
It did.
It didn't mention anything. I didn't see anything mentioned about outfits, but I mentioned some nice little combo moves and team ups and stuff that we haven't seen before. So it all sounds pretty cool.
It's likely they might be hanging on to the outfit reveals until the volume, like they kind of did in a way with Volume 4 with Jean's especially. So.
They did. Yeah. They kept that all.
Yeah, I have seen the outfits. I've seen the individual arts of them.
Yeah, there are photos out there. Only photos.
Yeah, I just got this one image just for the stream.
Of the full outfits.
Yeah, I have seen the individual ones of the outfits,
Yeah. Like, Weiss has, like, really nice, like knee-length boots and stuff, and a red
Yeah, you can see her boots and the red underneath of her coat on that.
Dress, Blake has similar coattails and I think similar black boots as she has in Volumes 4. And, yeah, like I said, Yang has, like, Vernal-esque kind of, like, tights up to her shorts, and then has black and gold boots with the purple scarf.
Yes.
Yeah. No, all in all, awesome stuff. And an orange glove is I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah, orange glove and the 2 both of Ember Celica, I should say. Yeah, I'm really happy with the new outfits.
Yeah. So I guess all in all, like we're going to Atlas. We're going to drop off the relic, and hopefully it'll be safe there. And then from there, we don't really know because, you know, apparently a lot of people don't realize what they're doing and why they're going to Atlas because I don't know, people don't pay attention apparently.
They've got the relic. They're trying to.
They're not collecting the relic. They're not collecting the relics. They're not fighting Salem. They're just delivering the relic of knowledge to Atlas because that's where they think it'll be most safe.
Thank you, Zaya Trucks, for the follow. Welcome to the Corner.
And as far as they're concerned, they're done after that. So, curious to see how that's dragged along. Assuming Salem's invasion will kind of drag them back into the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really curious where to see where they go. Obviously, you know, what characters we're gonna get now. We're gonna get Whitley, we're gonna get Winter, we're gonna get Jacques, we're gonna get Willow.
Flint and Neon
Flint and Neon. That was mentioned too in terms of more semblance talk is going to be in this volume. Semblance going to be another, like it was in volume 5. Semblance is going to be another big theme in this volume.
Awesome.
Which might relate to, because they mentioned it was a Q&A and someone asked, can people have duplicate semblances? Can people have the same semblances? And Miles was like, yes, they can. But they'll probably have aesthetic differences based on their personality. And that to me immediately shouts Neon with a speed semblance. And Ruby with a speed semblance, but don't have different visual effects. And that's a good point. Miles said the thing he's looking forward to most in this volume is thirsty mums.
Thirsty mums, like.
So, I guess that's a Willow and Crow thing. I'm assuming.
I
don't know.
Willow, of course, being Weiss's mum. That name hasn't been confirmed, but that's what we refer to it as. Yes, if anyone didn't know who that was. Yeah.
Maybe we're gonna get a Carly Sun thing. I don't know how or why, but maybe. Raven and Ty, still praying.
Oh yeah, we probably will see something to do with Raven
stuff.
Ty.
Well, I don't know, like we'll see. But that's interesting that he did mention that. I'm gonna pull up.
I'm concerned.
I'm gonna pull up all the notes for stuff we might have missed. In our notes here. Let's see. What's anything here that we might have missed? I know that Ironwood's voice actor was at the panel.
Oh yes.
At some point, he's also named Jason. I forgot what his last name is, but not the same Jason as Crow, but a different Jason. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously we're going to get Ironwood. I think that's pretty obvious. The characters are in Mantle. That's where, like, that's where the thing takes place. The episode takes place. Apparently there's a Bumblebee smile. Apparently Crow is really badass in this trailer.
What was that about Bumblebee? Sorry, I have my brother messaging me.
Apparently there's a Bumblebee smile. That's what the note says.
Bumblebee smile. Oh, I guess them smiling at each other or something.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. A lot of Q&As that we already had before. Let's see.
Iron Daddy is Willow's crush. Oh god.
I mean, I've definitely heard theories about. Like, I've always had the idea that Whitley might be the only one that is actually Jacques' son, and that the marrying into the family might be a bit more of a recent thing than we think. I've heard people say that Crow might be Weiss's dad. I've heard Ironwood could be a possible one, which I think would make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if we're gonna get into that kind of stuff. I don't know, for some reason, something that a lot of people want is obviously Team RWBY all going in and, you know, shoving it to Papa Jacques. I don't want that. I don't know why. No. I don't find that. I don't know. I don't find, like, I'm sure if it happens, I'll love it. I always do. But it's kind of like in theory, it's kind of just like, I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of corny. Like, don't you dare, like, you know, stop being mean to our friend because you're the father. Like, I don't know. I want to see something more personal. I don't think I want to see the team step in. I don't know. We'll see. Again, just my thoughts on a few theories and stuff that have been floating around.
You could do a lot of different things, so.
Yeah, there's so much they could do with this. I think that might be it for the panel, actually, really.
Yeah. Is there any other news from the panel that we may miss? Just rehashing over it for those who have just joined the stream. So we talked about the RWBY comic series with DC Comics, the World of RWBY official companion book, the RWBY Before the Dawn book, the new merchandise that's coming out, the Knights Chronicle mobile game, the new writers.
Yeah, also the RWBY Crystal Quest.
Oh, yeah, the Crystal Quest game as well. Yeah, that's true. We had the new writers, the new voice actor, of course, for Crow, the release date being 2nd of November, subject to change, and no character trailers, and, of course, the new outfits.
Awesome. So, yeah, I think that's all about for the panel. Of course, you guys want to mention anything.
Is anything else? Yeah, anything about the panel?
Feel free to do.
I'm not the next head. No one is. Up with his head. Oh my god.
That's fine. Well, yeah, I mean, like, you know, that's what I mean. Like, I think I want Weiss to do it herself. I think I want Weiss to stand up on her own.
Yeah.
And confront her father. I don't want a team to do it for her.
True.
Kind of thing. Like, I'm more inclined to have Weiss deal with Jacques, Bumblebee deal with Mantle, Faunus, and Ruby, Maria, Crow, Ironwood, Penny, like all that kind of thing. All that thing kind of happening.
Yes.
Okay, so I had that, the Amity Arena thing, which you guys, Raven had an Amity Arena bio release, just goes into a bit more of her struggles as a character, or really kind of neat, subtle, but not nice stuff.
Yeah.
I just remembered we were going to talk about the soundtracks.
We do have the soundtracks to talk about, yes. I thought we'll just wrap up all of this first, and then we'll briefly touch over the soundtracks, yeah.
Yeah, so I also want to mention a few things, because the Blu-ray for the Volume 6
was recently
released.
Yep.
One,
that's right, I forgot about that.
The visual for the menu looks stunning.
Yeah.
And the music is like a piano track of Miracle.
Oh, lovely.
Which I think is the score they used when they arrived to Argus. Was that a Miracle? Was that Rising piano?
No, that was Rising.
That was Rising. There is a Miracle score. I swear there's a Miracle score in the actual show. I don't remember what score it is, but I think that's there somewhere. Which I think they used that for the, or it's a completely new thing. I don't know. I assume it's something from the score. But yes, obviously Miles. I think I don't remember. I haven't listened to it myself. I think
we can't wait to see it either, Nightwalker.
Oh, so Nightwalker, you were there. Oh, lucky. Oh, you're so
Nightwalker,
lucky.
Was there anything else we missed as well?
Yeah, dude, if there's anything, please let us know. Dude,
yeah, since you were there.
Whatever, let us know.
DVD, Blu-ray. Yes, so there's some things mentioned in the commentary.
Yes. So I'm just gonna go over the notes here. I'll kind of stick to the important stuff. We want to get to the soundtracks.
Yes. Just the main things, because I'm going to watch the commentary myself anyway once I get the DVD.
That's not important. They will show, and they've already mentioned this a number of times, yes, the gift is something, and it will be relevant next week. That is something.
The gift from the station,
That is a thing. Right, yes. It's a thing. Carrie's losing his mind. It is a thing.
It is
apparently there are RWBY Chibi references in the train scene, in the train station. Apparently, like, the cups have RWBY Chibis on them. Oh. I never noticed that. Apparently, that's a thing.
Okay.
Ilya was initially going to wear a kimono rather than her actual outfit. Apparently, that might be hinting at we're going to see Ilya again with the kimono at some point.
Maybe.
I imagine it more like just like a standard Mistral attire, more than like an actual Japanese floral kimono. I wouldn't go.
No, probably not. No, more like what we've seen some of the, I say NPCs, but the background characters wear. Yeah.
Grim Manticore was designed from artists, we knew that. They were originally going to have Human Salem in the OP, like, visually, like, see her. But they wanted to keep her more mystery about who she was. Yeah. Obviously, we saw her at the statue, but there's going to be more to her in the OP, but they kind of took away from that.
No, they might have had, like, the grim version of her or something.
Yeah. Confirmation that Nora saying what she said in episode 2 was meant to be criticism of the criticism of them staying in the house, like her compliment. We finally get out of this house. Was an actual reference to the criticism of Volume 5.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought that was more like
There was originally going to be that episode was originally going to be Nora in a comedic way having a bunch of whiteboards and explaining to Blake everything that's happened.
That would have been great.
But they thought, like, we didn't need to explain it again.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So they took away from that.
That would have been funny, though. Maybe we'll get that in Chibi.
I'll mention this because I loved it. Oscar in episode 2, like him struggling, was all done in mocap, which is just awesome because I love... Oscar in episode 2 might be my favourite in all of RWBY. Yeah. I love that talk with Yang and the rest of the team about Lionheart. I love that so much.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's probably my favourite scene in all of RWBY so far. I love that scene. Clearly, I like my talking rather than fights, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, I love the Maria Ruby talk scene and the latter part of the volume. That's one of my favourite bits too.
Confirmed that Miss Malachite is an allusion to Little Miss Muffet. Duh. And also that she is in fact the mother of the Malachite twins from Vale. They basically left Mistral and went to Vale. I've heard some rumors that means like Junior is the dad, and they went to their dad, which I thought that's cool. I like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Even though they seem more like his mistresses, but but that could easily see that being interpreted a different way. So I thought that was
interesting.
Cool. Salem's story was one of the first things ever written for RWBY, which we kind of already knew that.
We already knew that. It was a Monty's baby.
Yep, they wanted to give like a happily ever after feel to it, Lost Fable was going to be 3-4 episodes, but they combined it into one. We've heard that before. That was going to be a lot longer.
Yeah, it was meant to be a lot longer.
Let's see. The gods were inspired from the Greek mythology, so that's why they're dicks.
Yep.
They don't want to Greek mythology.
Yep.
They want that. One thing I noticed here, because we saw deers in that episode, like when Salem was walking around the wastelands, like we saw actual wildlife.
Yes.
That was something they really wanted to emphasize, that there is wildlife. There are actual animals in RWBY, but budget constraints, they couldn't get enough time.
I haven't seen a lot of it. Chuck
it in. But that's why we saw the deers in that one scene to say, hey, actual animals do exist in this world, which we got reference to in World of Remnant before.
Yes.
A few different references. There was originally going to be more talking from the main RWBY girls during the flashback.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously we just saw them looking at everything. There were going to be more of them talking during it, but they decided to cut it. Yeah. They were going to have Salem look like she does now in that episode, but they decided they wanted to look a bit more human so that the Ozpin evil Salem relationship could look a bit more realistic.
Yes. Yeah.
They didn't make it look too like she does now. Yeah. They wanted to make that believability still there. It's like, I can still like a pale goth in a black dress. That's
I think she looked really good in her
veins on the face and a spider wig.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
That's when she went a bit more crazy afterwards.
The toy dog from the children is apparently referenced to Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I guess unless you're talking about the actual dog.
Yeah, about the actual dog. Yeah, totally.
Jin was meant to be like a outside. I don't get it. An objective. Was meant to be like objective, but they kind of made her into more like a storyteller. Yeah. Which was meant to be like omnipotent, like she didn't have it, but then they gave her more of a character. Yeah. And they did confirm that some of Oz's reincarnations do have silver eyes. So those kids, so basically. When he first has the cane. Yep. And goes off to fight the Grim, his children in that scene do have silver eyes. Right. So that interesting. That is a connection to silver eyes. He has had kids who have had silver eyes in the past. Yeah. They were really excited to explore Crow's alcoholism. Yes. In this volume, rather than that being a joke. Hazel is the most compassionate villain. Makes sense. Salem knows how to manipulate. That is her main thing. She knows how to manipulate people and their emotions and stuff. Like, she knows how to act around Tyrion. She knows how to act around Emerald. She knows how to act around
She's been around so many different humans over the centuries.
Change her personality. Yeah. And like, for example, she doesn't do much with Tyrion because she just knows how loyal Tyrion is. So she doesn't really do much with Tyrion at all, and she knows how fearful Emerald is of her. She knows that. Yeah. Which is a good little bit of confirmation. She's fully aware that Emerald fears her. Neo's semblance has evolved in the off season. We knew that. Neo wasn't originally planned to be in this volume, but was decided when they thought of what they could do better to make Cinder's storyline a bit better. They thought having Cinder go to Atlas with a partner was a cooler idea. Yeah. So she wasn't even going to end up being in this volume, but they thought, and again, people still don't like Cinder's story this volume. So I'm glad that they did decide to do.
Yeah, I'm glad they included Neo. Yeah.
I like Cinder's story this volume.
Yeah, I thought it was alright. Yeah. We'll see some more of it next volume for sure. Hi, Drake.
We're just discussing the volume 6 commentary. At the moment, up to chapter 5. The Brunswick farm was another idea they had since the very beginning. Apathy, again.
Miles' favourite one, wasn't it?
Yep, Miles' favourite Grim, and it was from the very beginning, but they thought this was a perfect place to put it in. Yep. Apologies if I'm talking fast, I'm running out of breath and trying to speak at the same time. This is interesting. They made a point to make it that Blake doesn't understand relationships very well. Because the only one she's really had, she didn't have a good relationship with her parents. No. We knew that because when she reunited with them, she was so awkward around them. All she really has is Adam. So that, she doesn't know how to handle relationships, and that's why she fucked up with talking to Yang. Yes. That's why, she made the wrong comment.
She's trying, but she's saying the wrong words.
But the point of that was to, show that she's not good at relationships. Yeah. That's just not her specialty. Yeah. Talking about apathy, but we kind of knew all that. Apathy work off proximity, so you can get closer, further away. It makes difference. Maria is colorblind. That's why she couldn't tell RWBY had silver eyes. Yep. And the burning of apathy was like Crow's basically depression point.
Yeah.
So once he saw that, he kind of got depression, basically.
Oh, okay.
Because he kind of realized he almost got everyone killed.
Yeah. Oh well.
So that's why he's particularly.
That's why he was in Argus. Yeah, he was just drinking himself silly.
Yeah. He realized he almost got everyone killed. This is interesting. I think someone's retweeted this, right? So you might have already seen this. The reason why that Tok had the 60-second semblance, the reason why that was a thing, was because fights are hard, fights are expensive, so they wanted to, okay, let's make a fight that is, like, a set time.
Yeah.
So that way it kind of makes sense. So that's why it was 60 seconds, Tok, semblance, all that kind of stuff, because they wanted to have a fight, but they wanted to have it really controlled to how long it was going to be.
Okay.
So they could keep track and, like, pace it out before, so a set amount of dedication that they could put to it.
That's
cool.
Because,
it's like, hey, make a fight. You can make a fight a few seconds. You can make a fight a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
They had this discussion for the death battle for Weiss and Mitsuru, where like this fight was initially going to be a few minutes, but Torian just kept going. Yeah. Obviously, Miles didn't want to have this happen here.
I still haven't watched that yet. I really need to sit down and watch it. I've been so bad.
I was going to discuss it here, but if you haven't watched it, we can discuss it.
That's alright. I sort of know the outcome, but
we have enough to discuss.
We can talk about it another time, but yes, I still need to watch it properly.
Yeah. Maria's weapons were inspired by the God of War reboot's axe, which is awesome. Yeah. As well as Marvel's Thor, so that's why like it goes and it comes back to our scrappy dust thing. Yes. That's a big thing in God of War as well, at least in the reboot. Amazing if you haven't seen that, by the way. Okay, this is really interesting. This is something I really love. Maria was originally going to be from Volume 5. And she was going to be a part of Crow's storyline, looking for huntsmen.
I heard it's something to do with the cat as well. That she had a cat.
And she was supposed to have a cat.
Yeah, I did see you mention about that.
He would look for huntsmen. All of them were dead except for Maria.
Yes.
And she was going to be introduced there. So that's why. So the Silver Eyes thing is also probably going to be in Volume 5 as well. But they pushed that back again, much as everyone's annoying. I won't even get into that because I don't know why people get annoyed at that person.
Anyway.
Yeah, and she was going to be she was originally going to have a cat. All of the arc siblings are the colors of the rainbows. So Jean is yellow, Saffron is orange. So the rest of them are all going to be like, are meant to be all the other colors of the rainbow.
I like that. That's cool. That's awesome.
And this is something I didn't really think about. Adrian, him playing with the toy was going to be foreshadowing of him being the Leviathan and him with the little toy ship around. That was
really?
Foreshadowing to the Leviathan. Like, that's so awesome.
I didn't even clue on to that. That's great. I love it.
This is confirmation of what Maria said to Cordo. Only Cordovan's gods are goofy compared to the rest of Atlas. Cordo is a nuisance. That's why her job is where she is. So Atlas did actually put Cordo there.
Yes.
And all of the dumb guards, like basically all the lowest ranking Atlas people, they just chucked to that base.
Yep.
To get them out of the way.
Yes.
Kerry wanted an old lady fight. She got one. Kerry got one. He wanted to have an old
lady fight. Yeah.
So that's what they got.
I wonder how Blake and the Maria cat would have got along. Yeah, that would have been funny to see.
That would have been so cool.
Maybe when Maria gets to Atlas, her cat's there, maybe.
Yeah, because we don't know where she's from. We know she travels between Atlas and Mistral. I assume she probably is from Mistral.
I'd say she's probably from Mistral, but...
Yeah. Okay, this is really cool. The old lady in the shoe was something Monty thought of.
Oh.
The boot is the foot of the giant mech, and the giant mech was originally going to be the end of Volume 2.
Oh, okay.
So the idea of, like, a giant mech being the lady in the shoe was going to be in Volume 2. I don't know if that necessarily means Cordo.
No, but it was, he had that idea. Yeah. That's cool.
So rather than, like, Ironwood coming in to save the day, maybe that's what the Atlas was going to come in to save the day. It was going to be a giant mech. It was going to be a giant mech. Rather than the other mechs they already had. Butterflies aren't normally out in winter, but this is Remnant. That's just a comment. Like, okay, fair enough.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Miles likes to think of Tyrion as the most insightful villains. He's really good at observing people and knows how to take them apart mentally and physically. Yeah. So kind of similar to Salem.
Yes.
Like she knows how to manipulate people. Tyrion knows how to do it in a very similar way.
Charged with an even bigger mech, yes.
At the end of Volume 2, not the start of Volume 2. Oh, that would be...
Yes.
Well, Roman is a bit of an old lady. I think that's fair. They made Kerry made a point of Emerald and Mercury saying about them being vulnerable to each other. That's like meant to be really significant going forward. They said they will never confirm who the red-haired woman is.
Oh.
But use your brains.
I still think it's Pyrrha's mum.
I think it's Pyrrha's mother.
I think it's Pyrrha's mum, but it's funny how they're not actually confirming it, though. They could just confirm it's Pyrrha's mum, for heaven's sakes, and just leave it at that. But they're like, no, we want to leave it as a mystery.
So cool. And yeah, the airship above Pyrrha's statue was what made John think of the idea to steal one.
Yeah.
Adrian's crying is not a semblance, it was just comedy.
Yeah, I thought so.
This is interesting. When Jean says Roger, like he's trying to like act all like serious, you know, when he's like
Roger that.
that wasn't actually Miles. They actually just pitched down they pitched it down in post. So that wasn't Miles going Roger. They actually just pitched it down. Okay. Originally there was going to be another episode 14 where we would see Atlas and Mantle.
Right.
But they didn't want to end on that because it would require a ton of new assets of the buildings and people and wearing different clothes. So we were going to see Atlas and Mantle in episode 14.
Yeah.
That was going to be in this volume.
But yeah, that makes sense. They wanted to focus all the effort on, of course, Argus and trying
which is
to.
worth it because Argus was awesome. The next season will start with a bang. We kind of already seen that with the panel stuff. The Iron Giant was a reference for the mech, so the mech was also meant to be referencing the Iron Giant.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yep, that makes sense. Yeah.
The mech fight was the most effects-heavy fight of the season. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Blake has always had a scar on her body since the new outfit. It's just always been hard to see until the jacket came off.
Yeah.
Which you already knew that. In Volume 5, especially, you could see the scar there.
Yeah.
Yang hitting Adam with the bike was a very early idea in the scripting. That was something they were going to do for a long time.
Yeah.
This season had a core fight team that animated all the fights. Yeah, that's like Melanie and a bunch of other people. She always tweets out how to make people doing the fights. Adam's death was a reference to Nier Automata. I'm not familiar with that, so I don't know.
No.
Naruto was also a inspiration for the Adam and Yang fight scene. I can see.
Yes, yep.
From what little I have seen of Naruto.
Yeah.
Levi was their name for the Leviathan. Easier to talk about Levi than Leviathan.
Levi, yes. Levi Leviathan.
They originally considered Adrian to be a very young baby, but they changed it to be a toddler. But it was initially going to be probably like an infant.
Yeah.
Gurren Lagann was a reference to Leviathan. They wanted to emphasize Crow's drinking in his flask, which we heard that. And lastly, Salem is no longer willing to confine herself to a room. And is starting to become more active on creating her army of minions. Yes, she's having a more active role rather than letting others do it for her. Yeah. Yep. And there we go. That's all of the little highlights, notes from the commentary.
Yay!
All the ones.
Some interesting notes there. I'm looking forward to when I get my copy. I'm hoping it'll come up on the Australian Rooster Teeth store so I can buy it from there. So. It's only. No, they haven't. No, it's only on the US store at the moment. So. No, I'm not sure if it's on the UK one, but I only looked at the US and the Australian.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully when they update the stores with all the new merch and stuff, they'll update the Australian store. But hopefully. So we might just very quickly go over the soundtrack, very briefly. Yeah. Sounding fun. I'll do it myself.
Nice. Love that.
Yep.
So we'll just quickly go over
the soundtracks. Now, if you haven't watched already, I did do a reaction to the soundtrack, so if you want to see my reaction listening to it the first time and my first original thoughts along with Shinoob as well, that's on my YouTube channel. I'll pop a link in the description below if I remember. And there's also other half of that video on Shinoob's channel as well, because we did do it together, and we put half the songs on my channel and then half on hers. So I've listened to the tracks a lot more since then, of course, and yeah, I thought we'd just touch base on each of the tracks. So of course we've got Rising, which is the opening song. No huge surprises in the full song. I like it. I love all the lyrics. I love the bridging and everything. I think Rising's good. It wasn't. It was just
I especially love, and I love this in any song. I love the acoustic for like a few seconds. It was like where it's just like there's nothing into it. It's like rising down, and yeah, I love
I love
that.
the tune. I love the tune or the melody of Rising. I love. We heard that a lot in the volume. So
yeah, we heard a lot of the scores of the tracks throughout
Rising
the
and Miracle we heard the most of throughout the volume and
Yeah.
just the score. So when of course the score is on the soundtrack as well, and I love listening through the scores, and you pick up on different things, which of course you didn't pick up in the episode because you're so focused on what's going on and everything else. But there was a lot of Rising and Miracle throughout the whole volume. So it was the theme of the volume. Which going into Miracle, that makes sense because Miracle's a lot about them doubting that they're doing the right thing, which makes sense with what happened with Chapter 3 and learning about Ozpin and Salem, and then they just want to get the relic to Atlas. They don't want anything else to do with it. They don't know if they're doing the right thing. So Miracle's a lot of that.
Miracle is definitely going to up there with one of my favorites. And just from what we already heard from the volume itself, like I knew we weren't gonna get too much from the rest of the song.
Yeah.
I knew we were gonna get. I assumed we were gonna get a little bit more, and we did, and we kind of got like a back and forth perspective almost from the villain side, like like no, you don't need a miracle, we should win, blah blah blah. But then the light always shines through, miracle will come before you realize, kind of thing.
Yes, and had
you guys have mentioned like Lucius
Notori vibes in it as well. Yeah. I like Miracle. The only thing with Miracle I wasn't too completely sold on was they had the bit with Ruby and Crow and the Scythes against the Grim. They had that tune in it, and it just felt really disjointed to me. That's the only thing like it's growing on me slightly, but
that is something I think is a little consistent throughout the whole soundtrack. Is the bridging and the connecting and the new bits don't flow super well.
Yeah, that's why I was
There's a lot of mix and matching. There's a lot of okay, let's put a verse in between this already verse we're used to, and it doesn't flow super well. Like Indomitable works really well in that regard. Rising works pretty well in that regard. Forever 4 works really well in that regard. But like One Thing, Lionized, Miracle doesn't work super. And those are like my favorite songs of the volume.
Yeah.
But I do have those gripes with them where it doesn't flow perfectly well.
I still love them, but that was the only thing with Miracle. I love One Thing throughout the whole part of it. I love the lyrics. We find a bit more about Neo, and like how Noob and I mentioned it in our reaction about it's showing Neo's personality that we haven't really got much of in the volume because of her being Muticals, and we haven't seen a lot of her. So it's getting a bit more of her. One interesting part with the lyrics was how she talked about Candle's Flame brought a brand new name. So Roman must have found her when she was lost without a voice, and gave her a brand new name. So
I'm curious what her original name, if there's direct reference. But again, non-canon, it could just be symbolic. Give me a new name, a new fate, a new personality, kind of thing. A new life.
A new life. And so I really like that part of it in the song as well. And it's all sort of vengeance against what we assume Cinder, but it could be Ruby as well.
It's quite open. I do like that. It's not never directly referencing who she's referring to. Could be the world as far as she's concerned.
Yes.
Which I like that, because I'm very curious to see, as obvious as it is that Neo will betray Cinder, I'm very curious to see like where that goes to. I've said it a number of times, I'm still hoping like a triple threat fight between Ruby, Neo, and Cinder, all three trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen that in the show yet. We haven't seen like a 3-person fight. No. We've seen a handicap, we've seen 2-on-1 kind of thing.
Yeah. We've seen 2 against 1, but we haven't actually seen three trying to kill each other. So so that will be really interesting if we do get that. Lion Eyes it's interesting. It's very more instrumental than I thought it was going to be. But I really like how it turned out. I really quite enjoy it.
I really like Lion Eyes.
I like it more than I did when I heard it in the character short. So I like it. The full version of it, I really do. Not too much new really in there. It's just more adding to what we already knew.
It's just confirming a lot of the stuff, like like a rough childhood or that kind of stuff. It's all just kind of
the human overlords and all of that. So just Adam's view of everything.
I don't think it's up there. I think that I don't know. It's really hard to say. This whole volume of soundtracks is all kind of equal. Like there's no song I really like or don't like above anything else. I think as a whole, I do like volumes 4 and 5 soundtracks more. They just have more like songs I really like, but I think as a whole it's a very even, very nice.
Yeah, and it's cool that we've actually got 2 villain songs in here as well, with One Thing and Lion Eyes.
Yeah, I think that's also the big thing, is there's no character song apart from Jean Emperial. Like it's all villain or situation based. There's no Weiss, there's no Yang, there's no Blake.
That's
no Ruby.
very true.
It's very much
we've got Rising
But-
being the opening, Miracle being like the theme of the volume. Got One Thing and Lionize, which of course is Neo and Adam's songs. Big Metal Shoe, which is the song from the Mecha fight. Nevermore.
Situational.
Nevermore, of course, Yang Blake talking about Adam, which is just really for the volume anyway.
Yeah,
their,
but again, that's
their story.
That's a credit song, so...
It is also a credit song. Indomitable, which is a Monty song. Forever Fall, of course, being John and Pura. So
Yeah. So, one thing I will say is that this volume, I think, did the best job in interpreting this, having the soundtracks with the volume work.
Yes.
The pacing, when the songs appeared, what the songs were about, how they work at the volume, I think is better than any other volume.
Absolutely, I agree
with
that.
The soundtrack as a whole, it's not my favorite soundtrack.
Yeah.
But I think it works best. It works best in comparison with the volume than any other soundtrack has. Because Volume 5 soundtrack was amazing. It didn't mean shit all to the actual volume.
No, we didn't really hear a lot of it in the volume at all. No.
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
just,
good point.
character shorts and end of the show,
Yeah.
End of the volume kind of thing.
Yeah.
Didn't flow super well.
So-
and volume 4's the songs went really underrated throughout the soundtrack. You didn't really you didn't notice like Morning Follows Night during the boat set. At least I didn't.
No, it wasn't really.
You didn't notice the songs throughout. Like Lord's Life Is Mine was a very obvious one. Even Bad Luck Charm, I always forget is actually in the volume. So
it is, yeah. And you had a bit of Armed and Ready sort of throughout some of Yang's parts as well, which of course we didn't know what that was until we saw the song, heard the song in the end credits.
Nightwalker, the Dead Man's Chest Fight is always the best example of a three-person
Yes,
fight.
that's true. Yeah,
that's a good example. I wanted something like that. Yes, with Neo, Cinder, and Ruby.
That'd be
Definitely.
good. Big Metal Shoe. So I really love Big Metal Shoe. That's one of my favourite songs. I just love how fun it is. It's heavy rock. It's got a lot of nursery rhymes and other sort of things in it. I really want to do an AMV for that, so stay tuned. If that happens,
it's so simple.
It's great.
Really,
I love with
really
Pop the Weasel at the start. Like that really throws everyone off when you first play it. It's great.
I think my favourite. There's always a line. I think it's during the second chorus. And it replaces the lines of like porridge is warm, or get a nice bit of porridge. That line just always sticks out every time I hear it. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, I can't remember what it is either, but I haven't got the full lyrics for it yet. I'm waiting for Flint to post them, but
well, if you go to my artworks on DeviantArt, they have all the lyrics and the descriptions of them.
Oh, do they?
Well, I don't know if they're 100% confirmed, but they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Let's see, what's the line I'm thinking of? Like a porridge at a nice heat. I don't know.
Oh.
I really like that line.
That one, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's during the chorus, or the second version of the chorus.
Yeah.
I don't know, I really like that line.
Yeah.
Like
What have you got there in your hand?
Oh, it's a back scratcher. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's right.
I fiddle with things.
You do
like
fiddle
that,
with
so
things.
I
The next song, of course, was Nevermore, which was the after credit song. But it sounded a lot nicer and crisper on the soundtrack. Indomitable.
I do remember Jeff mentioning that the version he sent for the credits wasn't a clean version.
Wasn't quite clean. Yeah. Indomitable, of course, I was hoping it would be a RWBY song, but I still love it being a Monty song, and it's a beautiful and yet sad song. It's very inspirational, talking about Monty's vision, how it lives on past death, and how, like, yes, we're grieving, but we need to keep moving forward and keep, we've got a job to play in this as well. I love that.
I love the reference to the stain.
Yes.
The reference to the stain. I love that. That was I love that line so much.
There's a lot of references to Monty in there. And it's just beautiful.
I'm curious if this is because I'm not too sure if this is like an actual conversation that Jeff or Casey had with Monty when the show started. Like if all these situations like were something that like they actually did talk about all this stuff when the show started. Like I'd really like to, if Casey does a Q&A for the soundtrack like she did last year, I definitely want to ask her. Isn't Donald really like based off like real like I assume it is, but like just the confirmation of like when Monty brought you guys in for the soundtracks, like did you guys, because they always say they know everything that's gonna happen in the show. They say that, and you assume they do because they like. I just always, I'm never sure how much Kerry and Miles have influence over the soundtrack. If it's all just Jeff of what's, but Jeff's even said he hasn't watched the show. He only gets told about the show. He doesn't have time to watch the show himself. So I don't know. I don't know how they make these soundtracks. I
don't know.
They keep it so secret. I have no idea how the hell they actually do it.
I think with the scores, they get a very short period of time. Like they got the episode, then they got a short period of time to do the scoring for it. So
and Alex works a lot on that, a lot more than I think Jeff does. I think I'm not too sure.
Yeah. So Indomitable was really good. Forever Fall was beautiful. Both Indomitable and Forever Fall are very they're both songs about loss. Yeah, they're both very different. So Forever Fall being more of a love song, but also talking about loss and death and everything. It's got Pyrrha's theme throughout it. Lots of references between Pyrrha and Jean. It's a beautiful song. It's probably the last song we're gonna have for Pyrrha, which is sad, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. And then the last we had the underready acoustic, which everyone's referring to as B-Hor.
Shut up. Don't add fuel to the fire.
I really like it. I really like that acoustic. I think it's very different.
Like it's such good like awareness of the community that they even did it.
Yep.
But it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I love the song, but the fact that it even exists is just so annoying. It just adds. I have no problem with Bumblebee, but the community just bugs me. I don't know why. They just don't shut the fuck up.
Nope.
And so anything they get. It's like the whole buy Blake haircut thing. Anything they can grasp, they shut the fuck up about it.
The buy Bob.
Again, I don't shut the fuck up about Penny. I don't shut the fuck up about Nick. I get it, but it's just like, but no, it is really good. Yeah. When it comes to an acoustic, I do prefer it to be slower.
Yeah, it is quite fast paced still, but then again, for that song,
it is that Western style. So it
yeah,
has to be fast.
And Underready is meant to be sort of fast paced anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm still hoping one day we get the When It Falls acoustic. I'm really hoping we get that one day. I still really want that one day. I think my favorite song in the soundtrack is still is Time to Say Goodbye acoustic. That's probably still my favorite song of the entire soundtrack. So the entire everything. Yeah. I love that song so much.
Same.
Yeah, and of course we had the remixes, but
the two remixes. They weren't too fan of. The Triumph remix was okay. It was alright. The Path to Isolation remix is terrible in my opinion.
I think they also said that wasn't complete. That the actual copy they gave to the soundtrack wasn't actually finished yet.
Oh, okay.
So it isn't actually a complete version, I think. Last time I double checked.
Sorry, I'm yawning. I need a coffee.
Yeah, no, I think that's about it.
I think that's really about it.
I've lost my voice.
If you guys have any questions for us, anything soundtrack, panel, or anything in general, RWBY related, feel free to type those down.
And just thank you for anyone who was here, anyone who's watching the VODs, anything like that. You know, yeah, we haven't streamed in a while, so any and all appreciation, or not appreciation. We appreciate you. Any and all little just giving attention or. I have words
and things. So if you're watching on Twitch at the moment, this will be posted on YouTube later. And those who are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching as well. And we do stream these on Twitch, and the details are in the description if you want to catch the next stream. It'll probably be next one. We'll be talking about the RWBY After the Fall book. Is the plan?
Probably
once we've gone
from now, I think
2-3 weeks from now. We'll let you know. It just depends, of course.
I am away for one weekend at the end of July.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll either be the 20th
or the 27th.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
But I'm away on the 27th, so it might not be until the 3rd of August.
We'll let you know, so on Twitter and everything as well, I think I've got a command for that, when the next one will be, once we've had a chance to read the book. Did that work? No, it didn't.
No.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. So...
Oh, that's why.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now.
There you go. Yes. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out and watching with us. We've pre-ordered the book Nightwalker that we haven't received it yet. Of course. Australia. Yeah, I know. And
At least it was cheap though. At least it was cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad priced. Yeah.
Shipping and stuff was all pretty cheap.
It was pretty good. I will once I've got the poster up. I'm definitely going to be posting the poster, so I'll have it on the background, of course, when we get into reactions and stuff. Yeah.
I've recently done a little soundtrack project. The last piece of which is coming out tomorrow.
Yep.
So
you've been posting that on both your Twitter and
DeviantArt. Yeah. So it was there was a drawing based on one thing, drawing based on Indomitable, drawing based on Big Metal Shoe, drawing based on Lionized, and the last drawing tomorrow will be based on Forever Fall, which I'm not gonna lie, is a terrible drawing. It's a drawing that got me out of drawing for a month, because I didn't like how it ended up. But that's being posted tomorrow, and I hope it'll still go well just because it's a ship thing, and that tends to do well. Hashtag knowing how the internet works.
The RWBY fandom.
RWBY fandom works. My Lionized drawing was so good. No one gave a crap because it was Adam, but it was such a good drawing.
I don't know if I saw it or not. I may have missed it. I'll have to retweet it.
It was Adam in the hood. from the train.
Oh, right,
So it was
right.
a really hard reference to use because the
Yeah.
that was so small. It was such a small reference to use.
Oh, there's your monogram.
Big Metal Shoe one came out yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought that one turned out really good.
Oh, that's your old one. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Big Metal Shoe. Oh yeah, you haven't posted the Adam one yet on Twitter.
Yeah, Adam one was posted.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Forever Fall was the one being posted tomorrow, and that's the last one.
I don't see where it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, I did retweet it. Oh, no, I did see that one. Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I'm sure now it's probably got, like, a fair amount of attention at this point. I'm saying
It's got 78 likes and 19 retweets.
I mean, my Andromeda one and one thing about 200, but, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, well. Anyway, thanks to you, everyone who's showed up tonight. I know I was watching tonight. Bloody hell. Watching the VODs and everything like that. We're tired. I gotta go.
I think it's time to wrap up, but yeah, thank you.
I've got a drawing to do and a work to go to, and a sleep to get.
Yes, gotta do a few things myself.
And some Pokemon to play.
Pokemon. Praise the Great One. This Corner of Remnant is brought to you by the Great One and Bunkin' Pete cereal. I don't have anything to do with Bunkin' Pete cereal.
I don't know if I've shown this pose yet, but I had her kneeling down.
Oh yeah, I noticed you kneeling down.
And I used the handle to hold Neo up.
Oh my god, Neo's floating up behind. That's great. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it.
Oh. Yeah. So thank you all, guys. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will catch you 2 weeks or 4 weeks from now, one of the two.
Yeah, we'll let you know when the next one will be. Make sure you're following us on Twitter to not miss out. And yeah, we'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next stream. Okay. Bye.